That's it.
Does it look like that normally? All right. Yes.
First button.
Capricorn, Sutra 1 to 11. Repeat after me. Jalachara,
Jalachara,
Kechara,
Kechara,
Kheta,
Kreta,
Khandu,
Kandu,
Dushta,
Dushta,
Granta Yascha,
Grantayascha,
Rife.
Rife.
At the end, he's actually indicated the house. Rife normally means 8th house. But Ra is 2, Fa is 2, 22, Mut was a 12, you get 10. No. So, he says, in Capricorn or 10th house, which I'll tell you most likely is referring to Capricorn because of the significations he'll give. Jalachara, which means creatures which move in water. Kechara, creatures which move in air. Kheta, that which is moving around, hovering around. Grahas. Grahas. Khandu means skin problems, exactly. Dushta Granta refers to psychic disorders. What does this refer to exactly? Hallucinations, black magic, all that comes under this Dushta Granta.
Psychic or psychotic?
Both. Both.
So you mentioned even black magic can be indicated by
Capricorn, yes, because of Dushta Granta. Okay. Spirits, you see? Spirits. Spirits also, yes. Keta, oh yes, this Keta can also mean spirits. This which is hovering through, but it also refers to Grahas. So if you have planets in Capricorn indicating wealth, you can have money from Jyotish. Okay? 12th house shows the Jyotish in a chart, correct? Which sign is that? Pisces. So the earning of the Jyotisha is 11th there from?
Yes, Capricorn.
Capricorn. So astrologers are earning money from Capricorn by seeing the one which is moving in water, those which are moving in the air. You probably see a bird, it's in the meter. Kreta, you know? Kreta, that which is hovering around like a spirit, a ghost, or even a graha. We're not earning so much from skin problems yet, but we can open that part of the market.
You might be the first.
And many of us are working with black magic and all such things all the time. To heal people, get over it, this disorder, that disorder. Very nice. Very good.
Sharks.
Sharks are also indicated. Do you see that here? How?
Include sharks.
It is.
Yes, watery creatures. Yes. But not the normal, nice, small watery creatures we see in Cancer. No. These are the, big teeth. Big
Crocodile.
the hungry ones.
Sharks.
Stingray is also included.
I could be. We have to check that one fellow who died due to that.
Yeah, they took him out.
What is that?
That's a shame. A stingray is like.
I have
this
exotic.
black-
The Australian guy.
Yeah.
The Australian.
Both of you.
In the Vasa.
There, no, so she-
No crocodile could kill him, but a stingray.
So, aquatic creatures can include sharks in the sea, or crocodiles in rivers, or water snakes, for which a malefic planet needs to conjoin to show the creature. You already know, you must check first 6 and 8 from Aquacarca, just to be sure. The birds are specifically indicated by the sun, because birds can also be indicated by Leo. The big birds, the kingly birds, the royal ones are in Leo.
Eagles. And
Eagles, huge Amazon parrots, all that. Hawks. And these are not the same. They're like vultures and stuff. And also some small birds.
Can you die from them?
Maybe some can. Some can get diseases from them. Psychic disorders are more due to afflicted Jupiter, Mercury, or even Moon. Jupiter, because of afflicting the mind. I mean, the what we call the intelligence. And Moon is the mind. Mercury can cause some disturbance to the nervous system itself. Okay? In this case, what is the marked trait is that they have difficulty in forming words and speech, and they also are these people who are attached to numbers and obsessed with numbers and images and things like that. That's Mercury.
So, what's that called? So these guys.
OCD.
No, the ones that they cannot communicate with the world. But
Autism.
but there's one thing they're really good at.
Oh, this is still Jupiter.
Okay.
Autism is still Jupiter. Okay. Spirits and ghosts need terrible yogas like Pishacha yoga, Mars Ketu, or Preta yoga, Saturn and a node, or such things to add the evil of Capricorn. Badaka planet is like Rahu and brings this problem. So when you have this in a Vamsha, your Badak Dasha can bring it. The 10th house is not implied, and this is only for Capricorn. Alright, you will see charts. Some of them will have black magic problems. First thing to notice, if you're trying to read the chart, do not read the chart on a Saturday, and do not read the chart at night. You are not supposed to do it at that time.
Never.
Never read it at night, never on a Saturday. If you do, these problems of Capricorn are going to come after you. And you have to share them.
Any chart or just a chart which is
Chart which may have this problem.
Alright.
How can you know before seeing it?
You open the chart, if you see it, close the chart.
Good.
Don't even analyze Prashna. It's especially Prashnas which you should avoid with this. Especially.
So you open it, look at Navamsh, see a conjunction of Mars and Ketu or Saturn and Saturn and an
And you say, okay, not for now, later.
see you on Monday.
Yes.
Most of the people coming on Saturdays, unfortunately.
They come on Saturday, you say, thank you for coming. I'll reschedule you. For next week on this day at this time.
For Sunday, you can always
You
switch
could
them
put
for
them on
Yeah,
Sunday.
resting on Sundays, you know.
What?
Resting.
Resting. Then Friday afternoon, I'm very sorry.
They are working.
Well, then
Yeah,
no
they have their
reading.
excuses.
Yes, yes.
You know,
No
I
reading
make them
then.
take holiday for me to do their readings. If they want to, then come.
Yes, of course.
Of
So-
course. That's
No.
their reasons.
Yes. Now, if you do have to read these cases, if you must, even if it is at night or on a Saturday, at least before seeing the chart, no matter which time you do it, which day, which time,
Do Shiva mantra.
you have to do a mantra. Now you already been given one mantra for this. Om Namo Bhagavate Balabhadraya. Balabhadraya. It gives you the strength to fight the darkness. There is another mantra also. This mantra is done at night. And if you do this mantra, your third eye becomes very strong. Because all protection from these forces is done by strengthening your third eye. The third eye, if weak, causes other influences to be able to force you to do certain things. You become like a slave to other people's
Yes, yes.
desires. They tell you something, you do it. So, to make yourself strong, you have to do a mantra to strengthen the third eye. The mantra is Om
Om
Dhrutam
Dhrutam
Muncha
Muncha
Uttamareshvara
Udamareshvara
Agyapayeti
Agyapayeti
Swaha
Svaha
Om
Om
Dhrutam Muncha Uttamareshvara Agyapayeti Swaha Om Dhrutam Muncha Uttamareshvara Agyapayeti Swaha
Krutam.
Uttamareshvara
Agyapayeti or Udapayeti Svaha
Maresh.
Agyapayeti Swaha
Agya
Uttamareshvara Agyapayeti Swaha.
You also mentioned some degrees of the planets. How
Munka.
big,
Muncha.
total or not.
Yes.
Is
Krutam.
there a link with this mountain?
Doesn't matter which grahas you have which are weak or not in this matter.
Agyapayeti
This will strengthen the third eye. This will strengthen the third eye. In fact, the name
Dhrutam.
you're saying that you're saying to Uddamareshwara, form of Shiva, I offer my third eye to you. Agyapayeti, I offer it to you. It's bound to become strong. If you want siddhi of this mantra, if you want siddhi, absolute siddhi, protection beyond all evil, if you want this, then every night before sleeping, as the last thing you will do, the last thing you do in the day, at night, you take a Rudraksha mala and do this mantra 7 malas and sleep.
7 malas.
Yes. Do this
Every
for
day.
1 year. If you do this for 1 year, guaranteed siddhi. All your other mantras will fructify. Everything will become strong.
Again, my
And
windows.
nobody can force you to do anything. You will be so strong.
7 times, you said.
7 malas.
7 now.
It would be lovely if it was just 7 times.
Because I have both those Pisacha yoga and Preta yoga, both in Capricorn. Do I need to do this
But
on
that's in
regular
Rashi,
basis?
is it?
It's Rashi.
Is it in a mantra?
It's good for you to know this mantra because you'll meet people with these problems. Many people, many times when you deal with property, you can meet such problems. But if it's in Navamsa, you must. You must.
Trust me, you must.
7 malas for 1 year.
I have a different remedy for you. But
Dhrutam.
this is the protection. You do this, the third eye is very strong. Protected beyond all evil. Nothing can touch you. Ghosts in a house will run away screaming once you start this mantra.
Nice.
All black magic will fail in front of you. Nothing will work.
Sounds like something for me.
Nothing will work against you. It really won't. Such a mantra. If you do it 7 malas a night for 1 year, for years in the future, you are protected. For years. And on top of that, you're making the third eye stronger, isn't it? All the mantras will work. All of them will just work. And most importantly, you will not be scared. Of this world, you will not be scared. Come what may, you will face it, no problem. This is a sadhana we astrologers do, but only at night.
Can this yoga be anywhere
Whole
in the
of
Navamsa? Or does it have to be in...
In Capricorn
Should
it has to be.
Has to be
should, right?
Capricorn.
We cannot guarantee your third eye is strong. Do this. Protect yourself. Uddamareshwara.
Uddamareshwara.
Yes, Uddamareshwara. It's nice to say, right? Strong. Uddamareshwara. Shiva. Boleshwara.
Uttamaheshwara.
Did you say something in
Maheshwara.
Serbian?
I said Boleshwara.
Dhrutam muncha.
Strong.
Sounded
Boleshwara.
Muncha.
Never mind.
Om Dhrutam Muncha Uddamareshwara Agyapayeti Swaha. Okay.
What of it? Dhrutam.
Dhrutam.
Okay.
D-H-R-U-T-A-M.
Dhrutam.
Dhrutam.
Muncha. Uttamaheshwara. Agyapayeti.
Ah, wasn't that a good remedy? Very powerful remedy. It really works.
Only night, right?
Ah. See, this is the last thing we should do only. Because the protection that comes is to protect you from the night, the darkness. Yes.
This is
So
for
today is a
open
perfect day to
third
start
eye.
it.
Yes, it's a good
Saturday.
Saturday to do this.
Yeah.
Is for protect only or open the third eye?
It also opens the third eye. Okay? Next slide. Here's an example. It's Saturday, we're not supposed to analyze it.
What? Sorry?
That was an example
Thank
of,
you.
of black magic. Or was it psychic disorder? Let's see.
Both.
Psychic disorder, black magic?
Yeah, leave it.
It's Saturday.
Tomorrow.
You can read it later, no problem. Saturday. I'll gladly put this up, the chart up tomorrow. You can analyze it in the break, whatever you need to do.
Okay.
11th house, Aquarius. Tataka Dayo,
Tatakadayo.
Dharme,
Dharme.
Dharma. Dha is 9, Ma is 5. 59. Remove multiples of 12, we get 11th house or Aquarius. Aquarius Amsha indicates construction of lakes, tanks, garden, roads, temples, etc. In the negative, it could indicate trouble in such areas or places. This has a link to Tarksha. Remember Tarksha? He's one of the, no, what's his name? Tvastra. Sorry, Tvastra. Vishwakarma is his other name. Tvastra. This is a link to Tvastra Aditya.
Aditya, yeah.
Yeah. The one who's constructing everything, building everything. Okay? Making all the constructions we see from mankind, which are this, this concrete heaven that we have called cities, lakes, which are artificial, fountains, all that you see is all coming from this one Aquarius. Planets in Aquarius Navamsha social service. As Cancer is the 6th house, and along with Pisces, this sign forms the 2 day-strong signs of Svarga. Svarga Loka. If Bhratrikaraka is placed in Aquarius Navamsha with Sun, then the person does great service in bringing religious harmony or faith healing. For example, Emperor Akbar. He did this. If Dara Karaka is in Aquarius Navamsha, then he donates all his wealth for the welfare of the world. We have examples of Alfred Nobel and Bill Gates. This is because these souls are greatly influenced by deep thoughts and philosophies to do such good deeds. So Aquarius makes you do this.
My case also.
Dara Karaka.
Dara Karaka is Aquarius now.
Good. You should donate more for Jyotish.
Okay, just when I get something, then I will donate.
Also.
If instead Atma Karaka is in Aquarius, then from its nature we know that he gives but it is not just wealth, but his heart and soul is with what he does. For example, Andrew Carnegie. Aquarius is the sign of Shiva. Note how we use Charakaraka for Aquarius due to Shiva, the universal soul, super soul. The 11th shows the purpose of our birth also. It shows what we can do for the world. That's 11th house. So therefore there's a link to 11th house in this. But you can infer from a person's chart, if in case of Aquarius Navamsa, any planets placed there, those Charakarakas show what the person really wants to contribute to the world. Okay? It indicates great philanthropists. What they are giving is indicated by the Charakaraka of the Graha there. You may not have any Grahas there, then fine. So you're not big philanthropists. It doesn't mean you may not give.
Ishtadevata, no.
there.
Only Charakaraka.
Ishtadevata, unless it's Ketu, it has a Charakaraka, right?
Amatya.
You will do great karma for the world. Work. It means your work is for the benefit of the world. You're not giving something. You're really giving time and energy because of your work.
Do we see the 11th house as well? From the Navamsha Lagna?
You can. For that matter, you don't see 11 else from Rashi Lagna.
What is the abbreviation PK?
In your chart, Putra Karaka Rahu in Aquarius, Navamsha. Putra Karaka. It means that you could. Putra Karaka has to do with Raja Yoga. It has to do with the public, people. You could be doing something either great for the public or people. You could. It can also be doing something very good for students, doing something very good for children, like making a school for children.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Smile a bit more. It's okay.
Uche, Dharma,
Dharma,
Nityata,
Nityata,
Kaivalyamcha.
Kaivalyamcha.
Uche is, U is 0, Cha is 6, 16, 12. This is perfectly in line with the sutras. We're ending with Pisces. So he says that Pisces Amsa, Pisces Navamsha, indicates law-abiding, religious and righteous person. Yes, that's right, it does. It does. If malefics are here, you could have problems with the law. Planets in Pisces Navamsha show spirituality and bhakti, as Cancer is the 5th house from it. And along with Aquarius, this sign forms the 2 day-strong signs of Svarga. So Aquarius and Pisces show the 2 signs of Svarga. People who die during periods of planets in Pisces Navamsha or are aspecting it. So aspects can also give moksha. Okay. may get moksha depending on other yogas in the chart.
Clean.
Maharishi Jaimini adds Cancer to this list of signs later, but the focus must be Pisces as this is the Paramam Padam of Vishnu. There are other combinations as well. We will get to some of these later in this same course. The nature of the Devata that one has faith in can be indicated by planets in Pisces Navamsha or aspecting it. Ooh. So you can see a person's faith from Pisces Navamsha. The 12th house from Karakamsha is the sign of the Ishta Devata, who shall grant freedom from bondage, while the 7th is the one that creates further bondage. So a 7th house from Atmakarka shows the desire which creates further bondage. As you know, the 12th house from Atmakarka in the various divisional charts shows what is your bondage. It can also show your dharma towards the community because of this sutra. So your dharma towards the community can be indicated by the Atmakaraka and the 12th from it rather in the various divisional charts. For example, 12th house from Atmakaraka in Rashi will show dharma towards the community or country, wherever you live. In the D9, it's certainly only within your own social circle. Dharma towards your own social circle. That's 12th house from Atmakaraka and Navamsha. It can be towards your spouse or wife. In Dashamsha, it's towards your workplace, office. So you want to see what you should do in your office. What is your dharma in your work? See 12th house from Atmakaraka in Dashamsha. For in Vimsamsa D20, it could be in the ashram you live in, towards the guru. D24, it could be to the college that you study or school, whichever it is. Okay.
So, just to get back to the devata which you're attracted to in the graha in 12th, right?
Mm.
What if there's a mismatch between 12th from Karakamsha and the 12th graha in the 12th house?
There can be a mismatch, but it doesn't
Oh,
mean
sorry,
you
the
want a
graha in
bhakti.
Pisces, I mean.
Huh?
The graha
Yes.
in Pisces and the mismatch, then what happens? Then you're confused.
No, you can have bhakti for the one in Pisces, but some people don't have bhakti for their Ishta Devata. Yeah. Like in your case, your Ishta Devata is indicated by some planets in Gemini. You have Saturn in Pisces, right? You like Narayan.
I don't dislike it.
For some reason you like the name Vasudeva a lot. It is related to Narayan. Right?
Yeah. But there's also an exchange in my chart, so.
Yes, so you like Jupiter instead. Shiva. Now some Upadesha here at the end of this lecture. Troubles are seen from the Dushtana from Atmakaraka in Navamsha, Karakamsha. Especially the 8th house. More so the Lagna Lord associates with Atmakaraka. Then the troubles can be more severe. So all these people getting Raja Yoga, they risk also having a lot of problems because of this association. The houses from Karakamsha show experiences we are to face in this planet that will affect us at a very deep spiritual level. Ghost level, it says. The 4th house from Moon must also be considered while examining serious life-threatening troubles. We call this the 64th Navamsha. Consider at least Rashi, Navamsha and Drekana before declaring results. The Drekana can be interpreted in largely the same way as the Rashi, but is specifically meant to see Karma Yoga, for which I'd recommend you read my article on Jagannath Drekana. And with that we have finished these slides. What's the time?
4:40.
4:40. When are we supposed to start?